And a second ago, it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Stadium in Houston. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson on first down. Flushed out right. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
44, Mike, 44. Yeah. 44's Mike. Check.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And Deshaun Watson, and when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a give to Etienne.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. And let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. These two teams all tied after one. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown!
Phillip Lindsay.
41 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence completing it here to Marvin Jones. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Watson looks to throw again. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans have broken the tie.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Off of play action, it's Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break. Watson dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long. And you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Here's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Lawrence will throw.
Man open, here is Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. ETN. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Watson off play action. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And some room to run now. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Lambeau on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And all the way down to the 26. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. And he's got some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Now Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Something to watch here in week one of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11 now.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Jaguars on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
On first down, it's Watson. That's complete. It's Collins. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now Watson.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Watson. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Here's Watson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
To throw, Watson. Into the hands of Cooks.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Watson to throw. Gets this to Moore.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point by Slaughter is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One last throw here for Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco.
And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jags, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.